Hi, I'm Darlene. Welcome to Super at 60's Farmhouse in the Forest. Let me first apologize for my stuffy nose. Lou and I both got a summer cold bug all last week, and we are just now feeling a little better. Right before the cold bug hit, I prepared one of our favorite simple suppers, an easy, delicious roast chicken. And I bought this chicken just down the road at a local organic farmer, so I was very excited to cook it. I keep my whole chickens very simple. What could be easier? I cut some fresh herbs from my garden, things like parsley and rosemary and thyme, all very fragrant and go so well with chicken. I just stuffed all of those herbs together and put them in the cavity of the bird. I love the flavors of herbs and fresh cut lemons together. It really gives kind of an elegant Mediterranean feel to this meal. Yet the flavors are all so simple. Many of you will have all these ingredients right in your very own kitchens. I cover it all with a good amount of olive oil. You can use any oil you prefer. I brush it all over the chicken, top and sides. That helps to lightly brown it nicely. Then I add a little simple seasonings such as pink Himalayan salt and a lot of my favorite spice combo, which is half onion powder and half garlic powder. Of course, you can use the fresh veggies as well if you want to cut up an onion and stuff it around there, or some fresh garlic. That would be delicious as well. But these are simple suppers, and I find the powders so much easier. Cover the chicken well. I also top it off with some Italian seasonings. I like those flavors, and sprinkle it liberally upon the chicken. Chicken has a tendency to be bland, so be generous with any seasonings and herbs that you choose. I love smearing organic butter all over that bird. It adds so much flavor. And as it cooks, the fats and the chicken fat and juices create such a lovely golden liquid, as you will see. Next up, and my secret to a fabulously flavorful weekend chicken, is bacon. This is exactly how I prepare my turkey as well at Thanksgiving. I simply wrap the entire chicken from top to bottom with layers of the bacon. Then I take a piece of the bacon and gently poke it right into the cavity with the herbs. Now the bacon on top of the chicken will cook. The bacon that you put inside the cavity, it will cook somewhat, but it won't brown and it will certainly not be edible. If you want to make that piece edible, just take it out, put it on a little dish or something, and put it back into the oven. And when it crisps up to your liking, then it is edible. The bacon cooks and creates a great flavor, as well as adding bacon juices to the liquid that forms in the bottom of the pan. It's really a wonderful thing. The bacon will cook till golden and crispy. I cooked my chicken on 375 for about an hour and maybe 15 minutes. Generally, when the bacon is cooked nicely, that chicken is ready to eat. And oh my, how wonderful your house will smell. No potpourri or candle can create this aroma. Now you bet we are going to eat that delicious bacon. I serve it up on our plates along with several beautiful slices of the chicken. We usually like the white meat, but however, we always end up eating every bit of that chicken, as you will see later. Add a little crispy, tangy homemade sauerkraut, and that is a simple supper you'll want to make over and over. It's all naturally low carb, good fat, and very easy. You can prepare the chicken the day before or the morning of. Just add all the goodies you like, wrap it well, and refrigerate till needed. Having company? try fixing this lovely Mediterranean-style roasted chicken. They will love it. Well, about 2 days later, Lou and I got the crud. It was awful, so I decided to make a quick but very easy chicken broth out of the leftover meat and bones. All I really had to add was a little celery, and it wasn't in the best of shape, but it was good enough, and of course some spices. I filled my large stock pot to cover the chicken, and it cooked all day long on low and slow. Later that evening, we were ready for a hot, steamy mug of wonderfully healthy chicken stock. It's just pure liquid gold. We both enjoyed it so much, it just felt healthy. The next day, first thing in the morning, I took it out of the refrigerator and put it back on the stove. I added a bit more water and then decided to strain it a little later. And look how pure and beautiful the stock is. A healthy, flavorful, organic chicken. Just what the doctor ordered and helped us tremendously. I hobbled down to the pool to cut some flowers to bring inside. I forgot to tell you guys that I injured my knee as well. It was a rough week, but these gorgeous flowers brought me so much joy. I bought these 4 little ironstone pitchers just for this purpose. I think they look lovely. I do plan to plant more flowers out there so my arrangements can be bigger. It's a ministry I'd like to ultimately create. Take a pretty bunch of homegrown flowers to someone who might enjoy them. I know how flowers lift my spirit. I really don't have a green thumb, but somehow these flowers survived in spite of me. Maybe I will even try my hand at some roses one day. I love them, but they do intimidate me. This next meal was so unbelievably delicious. I just can't even find more words to describe it. Do you remember going to the shore and having dinner at one of those very beachy type seafood restaurants, usually named something like Captain Joe's or The Wharf? I remember it so well. Great memories with my grandparents down at the Jersey Shore. Tonight's dinner is surf and turf. I had one steak defrosted in the fridge, so I decided to get out one piece of salmon, and we each had half of both. If you are not a salmon person, I strongly encourage you to prepare this simple dish. It may just change your mind. I greased the skillet, added some seasonings, and then I add a good amount of sugar-free barbecue sauce. I love this stuff. And spread it all over, top and sides of the salmon. Then I very simply topped it with some softened cream cheese dots. What an insanely good combination. I put it in the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes. While that cooked, I started cooking the New York strip steak. A little butter, some seasonings, and that steak was ready in no time. Now this is what I call healthy fast food. All my low-carb, good-fat, simple suppers are that way. The older I get, the simpler I like things, especially our meals. Notice something that is always missing from our plates? That would be carbs. I keep them very, very low. No rice, no pasta, no potatoes, just protein and good fat. Only a small amount of carbs are present in our vegetables that we may or may not serve up with a meal. And we don't even miss those carbs. I can't even remember the last time either one of us said, "Oh man, I wish we had a baked potato with this tonight." Nope, we don't. We enjoy them so much, we do not even miss them. Yes, I like being thinner, but what I really like is being healthier. I like that these meals don't create blood sugar spikes. They're just flavorful and simple. Yes, we still drink our vinegar and water with every meal. This helps with digestion and mostly helps keep any sugar spikes at a minimum. I add about 2 tablespoons of organic apple cider vinegar to about a cup of water. I always like to put a few ice cubes in, and I drink it down. We both drink it down before our meal. It was a beautiful night, so we decided to eat out in our summer house. We like to eat out there as much as possible. When the steak is done, I let it rest for a few minutes while I take the salmon out of the oven. I slice up that juicy, beautiful steak. This is one of my favorite things to do in my kitchen. I love cutting up meat and serving it on my plates. It's almost like creating artwork, in my opinion. I like using pretty plates and arranging the food beautifully. Many of you have said, "Does Lou know what a lucky guy he is?" Well, let me be perfectly clear. Yes, he does. All the meals I cook could never, ever compare to all the things he does for me on a daily basis. Even after 38 years of marriage, he's still my guy, and it brings me joy to make him happy. As I hobble out to the table, look how beautiful this surf and turf meal came together. Thanks for joining me today on Super at 60's Farmhouse in the Forest. I'll see you soon, friends. Bye now, and Lord bless. So is it good? Yummy. This is good. This cream cheese with the barbecue sauce. I think I like that. Oh my gosh. That is just, my goodness. That is so good.
I'm telling you, there is nothing like a good steak.
I know. Steak, hey, what is this? They call it a, oh my god, it's surf and turf. It's a surf and turf dinner. Here's to you, Lou.